So I have really big news. Oh my god, Miss Macyn's back. Whoa. Said imagine how simple my life could. Y'all, I released my first project. Oh my god. She did it. She really did it. I dropped my first project entitled Playing Pretend. To really emphasize, sometimes you gotta act like you're okay when everything is not okay, which is really the story of my life and why I decided to make it the title of the project. So I wanted to talk to you guys today, just real quick, nothing too crazy, about the story behind it, and just talk about it a little bit, the making of it, and yeah, so you could get to know it outside of just me talking and clearly being heartbroken. So yeah, so basically I started rapping less than a year ago. Yes. And I started doing these freestyles and I was posting them on my story, just my Instagram story. And I'm surrounded by so many music people and artistic people, creative people, dope people. They just were really pushing for me. They're like, well, Macyn, if you're gonna be posting these freestyles, then you need to actually be making music. Like, you can't be just doing this for funsies. I mean, let's really try to hone this in. And I care and I listen, so I did. And I kept going, and it got to the point where it went from just my story to then TikTok. Crazy audience. To then TikTok, and then I finally made them to Instagram. Instagram is an interesting platform. TikTok, let's not get into algorithms, but okay. So that's my story and my background with hip hop. I started rapping because, for one, I love hip hop. I love Joey Badass. I love Isaiah Rashad. I love No Name. Those are my top three. Isaiah Rashad is my favorite rapper of all time, though. Just as someone I could connect in terms of actually explaining what they're going through and making it into a beautiful song, which is, what I strive to do, especially in just speaking about pain. But he's a different level crazy. But this project, my project, really came from just the culmination of all of those freestyles that I've been posting throughout the year, and then I ended up taking the most popular ones, the ones that got the most love, the ones I really liked the most too, that actually had some substance to them, and making them into songs. Most of them were already a minute or so long, and they all took place around the same time, so that's why kind of it all surrounds the same theme, because they all took place while I was going through a specific thing. Let me not play shy. I got my heart broken. And so it was a time for me, but then on top of that heartbreak, I was still going through a lot in terms of my personal life as well, which is also why I started rapping, just to help cope with everything that was going on around me, and even, dealing with things like intense sadness and depression and not knowing where to go next. So yeah, so that's really I'm gonna just go through them one by one. So first track, Playing Pretend, I was going through a lot and just trying to trying to understand myself and being in so much pain, but not knowing how to approach it or like do better or understand myself. Um, so, and then on top of that, like dealing with the loss of someone I really cared about, and that was written like the day after baby girl got her heart broken, and I posted it, and it was my most popular freestyle. Um, and I spit it a good couple times over a lot of different beats, but this one it was over a Capital Steez type beat. And Capital Steez is one of my favorite rappers as well. I'm a huge Pro Era fan. I really like that. I'm a big boom bap fan. And it was, I feel like the first time I started off just speaking about me. It wasn't about any particular heartbreak or anything. It was just kind of about like, listen, bitch was a fucked up family dynamic. I'm half Hispanic and I can't speak Spanish. And I don't know what's wrong with me. And I probably shouldn't be here. It's intense, but you know, like sometimes you really deal with that type of thoughts. So yeah. And then I sat down again with it to make it into a full song. And it was like, yeah, all of this is true, but and yeah, it's cool to be alone, but like I'm just playing pretend, because if it was up to me, I'd go back. I would rather I rather be loved and like actually be with a person I like and not have to deal with all this shit alone. But that's just me playing pretend, because it's not my reality at the time, so yeah, that's that. And the cute next little track, I'm glad people like it. Imagine, fun fact, I actually wrote it the day before I dropped the entire thing, just because I found really cute ass. Let's play it. It's cute. I was like, oh my god, this sounds like me. Let me write something super, super cute and ignorant to this. Like, just super Miss Macyn. Imagine how simple my life could be. Like, annoying as fuck. I'm super self-aware, by the way. Like, yeah. I just wanted it to be just really, really cute and really annoying. And, yeah, just kind of a little, just like, imagine, if I could just have everything my way, but I can't, because I clearly keep making these mistakes, even though like the red flags be there. And I gotta confess, I can't divide emotions and sex. I just can't do it. What's people I care about? Yeah, I felt like it was just me having fun and being silly. Delusional, I actually was very hurt because I found out something I did not want to know. It's kind of like coming out of like, imagine how simple my life could be. Like, oh, I can have everything I want in the world. Oh, no, I can't actually. This is actually not how things work. This is horrific, and things didn't go my way, which is not how things should be. But I was really hurt, and I originally wrote it to a West Side Gun type beat, and I did not like it, even though everyone else liked it. I feel like I don't sound good like dragging out my words. I like when I'm more like syncopated, and I felt bad, to be honest. The first version of it, I violated. Well, I just was really mean. I felt I'm usually not the type to like be specific, and especially disrespect someone. It's not really my steez. It's not really my thing, but I was really upset. And I think the first version I didn't really like because I feel like I said things I didn't mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I didn't really want to like violate you. I didn't really want to like come for you or your art or your crafts, your music. As a man, like I still wish you the best with whatever you got going on, but yeah, I don't ever be wanting to really disrespect people, but you know, when you get played with, it's like, well, I hope that bitch really fits you. All of a sudden, you know, I I really called her a BB alien. Just saying anything. Anyway, but even after that, even after getting my feelings hurt really bad, and finding out something I don't want to know, I still see the good in people. I be seeing it. I'm like, nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way, actually. Ain't no way. You were actually just tweaking. And I'm still so blind. I'm still so gone. You're like little miss. Swear she knows everything. Because even though I wrote that one before, I wrote delusional. Oh, okay. Even though I wrote that one before I wrote delusional, it still hits. It still was hitting after, just because that's just how I am. Like, I don't be wanting to see the bad in people. That's but it's the truth, you know. Um, so gone is just like a typical love rap. Um, give me bezos on my fat just really cute, adorable. Like, yeah, I'm so fond of you. I can't help it, and I still see the good in you, even though it's probably not there, type of thing. Um, yeah. So that's so gone. And last but not least, because this was this was really good because I got to really talk my shit about, this one's for the girlies with the mental illness. Okay. This one's for the girls with the, like, we deal with things by ourselves, and then on top of dealing with mental struggles and strives, we still have to deal with people breaking our hearts, people, the pressures of society, um, pressures of family, expectations, and all of that. Well, I'm waking up depressed. I mean, I don't anymore, I swear. But at the time that I wrote it, it was like I was in a really dark space. And it's like you're waking up, but it's like, well, let me put on this dress. Let me do my wing eyeliner. And let me act like everything's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me act like everything is fine. And I'm just beautiful, and it's all gonna be okay. Playing pretend. Yeah. So that's the kind of the sentiments of the whole project. Just being hurt and still trying to find a reason to smile, to be happy, to love myself before anyone else does. And it's also a project that I wanted to do for myself, because I think in being a rapper, you kind of have to have a deep belief in yourself, because There's definitely gonna be a lot of people to tell you to stop. But I didn't want to act like it's not like it's something I haven't been doing all year, and it's not like it's something I clearly have a lot of love for. It's why I post myself doing it, and I do really believe in myself. So if you could give it a listen, I really appreciate it. You know, I put my heart on one show, and yeah, I recorded it myself, I mixed and mastered it myself. Word to YouTube and BandLab. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think I got too deep, but I think it's kind of obvious the things that I went through, and maybe just, you know, to see me talk about it. Me to you, Macyn, one-on-one. You know, sometimes you gotta play pretend through the pain, but everything gets better. It does. It does, and it did. It did. Everything was really written, besides Imagine, like months ago. Months ago. But this was just, I wanted to put them out and make them into something just for me. Yeah. And to get to the world and to show y'all I'm really for real about this shit. I'm really for real. So, link will be in bio. It's on SoundCloud exclusively right now. Yeah. And let me know how you feel about it. Yeah. I appreciate you guys' time and energy, and I hope you enjoy playing Pretend by Miss Macyn. Listen.